Welcome to Paint the Chat Podcast. Presented by Yawkey Way. Now, here are your hosts, the big swinger, Mr. Robin Vogt, and fast on the bases, Mr. Sean Michaud.
He's a big spark plug.
Play ball.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Painting the Chat Podcast. Episode 7.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7. That's right. You see the big man behind Mr. Sean Michaud over there. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. I know. Yeah. Over here.
Right above me.
Let's first start off by saying, and we haven't had the chance to reflect on it, fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. EAGLES, Eagles, beating the Kansas City Chiefs.
Our predictions were right.
Our predictions were right. Jalen Hurts had an amazing Super Bowl. Sean, did you expect this kind of routing by the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl?
Honestly, no, I did not. Was that a big blowout?
Yeah,
up until the last quarter.
Yeah, you notice what number the Chiefs put up, right? I'm feeling 22. Sorry, we're gonna get copyrighted for that, possibly.
Yeah,
but they put up 22 points.
That's not ironic. That's ironic. Yeah,
right. Taylor Swift was up in the box. She was making sure that at least they scored at least 22 points and not get fully blown out at that point. So, anyway.
Also, Eagles fans, calm down. You don't need to boo Taylor Swift.
They're loving it. I was there. So I was down there.
Yeah, how is that down there?
Oh man! So you think New England Patriots fans are passionate? You think Green Bay Packers fans are passionate? You think that New York Jets? And I'm not even going to go to my team, but the Philadelphia Eagles fans are passionate. We were walking around Philadelphia. It was hard to not become part of the festivities when you were down there because Philadelphia, number one, is a beautiful city. I hate the Philadelphia Phillies. Don't get me wrong. But the city itself.
Don't we all?
Bryce Harper's a fucking asshole. We know this. We
all hate him. I hate him so much.
Yeah. But the city itself, we've been, Sean.
Yeah, we have.
It's fantastic. Fantastic city. The people there are quite the characters, and that city deserved to win the Super Bowl. I think if Kansas City had pulled another win here, I think we would. I mean, the narrative would have been they did it, and it'd be.
And for years, they'll be like, "Oh, we did a 3P. We're the best team."
Oh. But sports talk, Sean, would be like, well, is Patrick Mahomes better than Tom Brady? Is Patrick Mahomes better than Joe Montana? Is he better? It's like, guys, enough.
Patrick Mahomes still is early in his career to be in the talks of that.
That's right. Philadelphia Eagles ended up pulling it out 40-22, of course. And it was an old-fashioned spanking. I don't know if the what do they call themselves? The Cooper DeJean and the backfield for the Philadelphia Eagles have
Spankies.
That's right. That's what Colin Frost calls the Yankees is Spankies. Oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of the backfield. Probably somebody in the chat can probably give me the name for it. But incredible backfield there. Mm-hmm. On the defensive end. This team is definitely going to turn around next year and do some really good stuff. I think they're probably back in this kind of position next year. Yeah, they lose Kellen Moore, their offensive coordinator, to the New Orleans Saints, their new head coach. But at the same time, I mean, I don't see many other teams. Definitely not the Dallas Cowboys. I can tell you that much.
Yeah, it's going to be a while for them.
Your Giants suck. They're not going to be good for a while.
Maybe Packers get in there. I think the Patriots are going to be still terrible in the next few years until they figure it out.
I'm going to be honest, Sean. I think the only team that could probably give the Philadelphia Eagles a run for their money if they're able to have a good offseason are the Green Bay
Chargers.
Packers.
Oh,
And no, I think the Chargers may end up in the Super Bowl next year. I think they're really good.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right. But I think the Packers are the team in the NFC that are going to continue to give the Philadelphia Eagles problems, and Jordan Love and the squad that you got. So you got to look up. You got to look forward to that.
I do. Yeah. I've got to wait like 7 months now.
Hey, you know what? We got a lot of sports in between there.
No, I know, which is exciting. Speaking of a new sport, a sport.
It is a new sport. No, it's fair to say.
I mean, yeah, coming back, baseball is back in spring training.
Yes,
this week, and we know what happened with the Red Sox recently.
Boy, oh boy, you guys snagged Alex Bregman on a 3-year, $120 deal, which, by the way,
that is a steal.
It really is, because when you look at all the other offers, I don't know, Sean, if you saw some of the other offers that were on the table for Bregman. I mean, Detroit offered him. Houston had a follow-up contract. Toronto offered, and they were all in the 5 to 6 year category for like $170 million. He decided to take the 4-year cut to take 3 years, 120 to come play for this Boston.
He loves playing in Fenway. Like, he's really good at playing at Fenway. It's like, okay, I think John Henry made a good decision on this.
He did, yeah. John Henry over there. Yeah, the Instagram post of him lighting up the cigar after he made the break. The Red Sox had quite a fantastic offseason. I will say that. You got Garrett Crochet. You brought in Walker Buehler. I mean, add Bregman to that. You got Jaron Duran and Rafi Devers and Tristan Casas. You didn't have to give up a lot of prospects. The only prospect you gave up, it was Kyle Teal during this whole process.
I think we have a nasty starting lineup now.
Yeah, I mean, the projected. Now, the only thing I will say, what are you going to do with Yoshi? Because Yoshi is kind of, you got Devers over at third, Bregman could play second, and you have Casas at first. Your outfield's pretty set. I mean,
who's our DH again?
What's that?
Who's our DH again?
Well, you were rotating between Tristan Casas at DH, and I believe Rafi was rotating between designated hitter as well. But
let me look at the roster right now.
Yeah, you'd have to look at last year's roster specifically to see. But there's been a lot of talk that, Masataka Yoshida, he has quite a large contract with the Red Sox. He'd end up being quite an expensive utility player for the Red Sox.
Yeah, I mean, he's dealing with 4 other players with Abreu, Duran, Garcia, and Refsnyder. So I guess it depends on how each of these guys do well in the outfield, especially if they're not making errors or not.
Right. I mean, is it fair to say that Willie or Abreu is a better outfielder than Yoshida because Yoshida has the bat?
Yeah, if you're adding that with that, yeah.
Yeah. And then you look at Yoshida's contract compared to Willie or Abreu's contract, which is still in that $580,000 range minor league contract that he's working on, compared to Yoshida, which I believe is at $12 or $13 million a year right now. I mean, he's no Joey Bart. He's not going to be that kind of utility guy in Major League Baseball, but it makes you wonder. It's kind of like, do the Red Sox end up trading Masataka Yoshida for some other pieces? Do you guys go out and, bolster the rotation a little bit more, or the bullpen?
I don't know. I think it's going to depend how we play. And then when the trade deadline comes up, there's going to be some huge things are going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see where you guys would play Yoshida in the designated hitter position, have Bregman over, I mean, do you play Bregman at second, though? He's better at third. He's a Gold Glove third baseman.
I mean, unless you switched up with Rafi and have Rafi play third sometimes and and Rafi go to DH.
Right. It's interesting because you have Tristan Casas, who's just such a good first baseman and plays the defense so well. It's like, I mean, the best part of the lineup, if Alex Bregman is willing to play second base, you look at that infield. I mean, you got Devers, Bregman, and Casas as your first, second, third. That's pretty damn good.
Well, as spring training comes along, I mean, right now they're doing drills and all that, and they're like in spring training, they're probably gonna figure out. I think he's gonna try to do not just third, but do second.
Right. They're gonna try him out.
See how he does there, and if it doesn't work during spring training, keep him at third and have Rafi do DH. Yeah. Or Rafi try to play second.
I mean, is Rafi a Gold Glove third baseman to begin with compared to Bregman is the question. I say Devers is more of the big poppy type. You know, I heard that come up in a couple of different conversations I was listening to today. It's like, who's the most popular player in Red Sox history over the last 30 years is David Ortiz. What position did he play? Designated hitter.
But he played first when he was during the interleague play and all that.
Now we don't have to worry about that. So it's kind of like you can extend Devers' lifetime in the major leagues by putting him at DH and not having him out in the field. You could do that. Mm-hmm. I know that it's a conditioning thing. It's like, can Devers stay healthy? Can he continue to do what needs to be done to maintain his hitting and his power? I think you're right. I think it comes down to spring training. Whether the Red Sox are trying out Bregman at second and third, and which one works best at the end of the day. Because the Red Sox do have great prospects too coming up down the line here.
Yeah, and that's gonna also happen during spring training. You see, like the very first few games is all the like prospect players and all the players that don't get much time, and then they get into it. It just helps them build them up. It happens every spring training, especially like the first few weeks of spring training games. Actually,
I have to say, Sean, for our two teams, my Mets and your Red Sox, this couldn't be a more exciting time for both of our teams. Like, I know we are at least now we are exactly 1 year away from the 30th anniversary of the 1986 World Series, which is pretty cool, knowing how the Red Sox and the Mets are coming up right now with prospects, with getting the big names coming into play.
2026 Red Sox Mets World Series.
I mean, listen,
if that happens,
listen,
should we make a bet? Should we make a bet right now if they go to the World Series?
No.
Another bet.
No bet.
We'll go into the World Series if that's happening.
Oh, absolutely. Mets Red Sox World Series. Oh God, yeah. We'll find a way to make it to that. But I mean, I think for this year specifically, I think we're in a really good place to say both of our teams are playoff bound.
I mean, adding Alex, like I said on the
Red Sox,
yeah, especially adding him, and then, well, like my tweet when I tweeted it yesterday, I'm pretty sure they're making it now instead of going back. I'm not too sure.
Because it was 2-3 episodes ago that we said specifically, are the Red Sox the AL East favorites? And as you tweeted, for folks out there that may not have seen that tweet, we'll repost it and share it out with y'all. But Sean specifically said, I'm not sure yet. And like you just said, what's the case now?
Oh, I'm pretty sure now. I mean, adding Alex Bregman there, yeah.
Because the Yankees really haven't done a terrible amount. I mean, other than maybe bolstering their rotation with Devin Williams at closer.
Now, my answer would be different if Alex Bregman was going to the Blue Jays instead. And then I'll be like, oh.
What do you mean by that? I'm curious, because I know our good friends from the Rebel Scum podcast, James Rosali and the rest of them up in Toronto are probably.
No, I'd be saying Blue Jays would have a better chance than Red Sox.
Oh, so you're saying the Blue Jays would challenge
if they got Alex Bregman? That's what I'm getting at.
Sean, let me ask you this: while we're on this topic, before we get into NBA All-Star competition stuff, there's a sneaky part of me that I know the Red Sox are probably going to win this division now. I feel really good about it, much like you, that they, without adding Alex Bregman in the rotation that they have, they're definitely going to be challenging the Yankees, if not unseating the Yankees as AL East champion. The question is, I'm just going to go one by one here, okay? Sean, do the Baltimore Orioles take a step back this season?
Hold on, I got to look up the standings from last year. I don't
Because
remember where
the Orioles made the playoffs last year, and they were quite good. They had Adley Rutschman. They had, Jackson Holiday. Matt Holiday's kiddo came in and played shortstop and did very well.
I mean, I think
because I'm leaning a certain way.
I think so. I mean, I hope Yankees will take it even further step back.
Yeah. So you think Baltimore remains in the running for at least a wild card spot? You would say.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you think the Tampa Bay Rays, playing at George Steinbrenner Field in Tampa, Florida, where do you think the Tampa Bay Rays stand in the AL East?
Probably last, honestly.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're not going to do well this year, and then probably it'll be Blue Jays after.
Yeah.
So it'll be Rays, Blue Jays, Yankees, Orioles, Red Sox.
Okay.
That's my hope. I don't know if that's going to be.
I think Tampa Bay is going to be the deciding factor when it comes to who wins this division. I think whoever can beat Tampa Bay in 2 out of 3 games during the season, because listen, that favors the Red Sox, right? The Red Sox go down to Tampa. Snowbird season is in full effect. Mm-hmm. It's mostly Red Sox fans traditionally inside Tropicana. Tropicana's gone. They're at George Steinbrenner Field, home of the New York Yankees spring training. Red Sox fans are going to love going into Yankee territory to root for the Red Sox against the Rays. Boston has a better chance against Tampa than the Yankees do. Somehow, every time that the Tampa Bay Rays come to Yankee Stadium, they end up beating the Yankees somehow.
Somehow.
Right? I mean, poor Baltimore Orioles, if the Red Sox go down to Baltimore or the Yankees go down to Baltimore, they end up losing.
Yeah.
Like
Every time I watch a Red Sox game without playing in Baltimore, they always lose.
It's a home game, right?
Yeah.
It's a home game for the Red Sox in Baltimore. But it's interesting. I was reading a couple of articles that started coming up about the AL East, John, and it came down to, can the Yankees overcome the Tampa Bay Rays this season in terms of games at Yankee Stadium? The Red Sox are the better team in that series than the Yankees are. Mm-hmm. It just seems like.
Yeah. I think it's because of the home field advantage and all that, and where each player is playing, and the Red Sox have, like you said, have the better advantage.
It'll be interesting to see, especially when spring training games start. I'm very excited to see the prospects. You know what I mean? I really can't wait to see. I mean, Campbell had a fantastic end to the season last year. Hamilton, David Hamilton has been very consistent at times for the Sox over at shortstop.
I'm excited with the pitching this year. I think they're going to do really good.
Pitching's very exciting for the Red Sox. I think this is probably your best rotation that you have had in a very long time.
Since the World Series of 2017, I think a little better, but I think we don't have Chris Sale anymore, but
man, Garrett Crochet and Bueller, mm-hmm. You guys got some good folks in there, and nevertheless, prospects. Pitching guys that are down in AAA on the Woo Sox.
And also we have Chapman. Don't forget that.
And who's that?
Chapman.
Yes. Aroldis Chapman. Yes, that's very true. One last baseball thing, Sean, before we move on to NBA. A lot of talk. Nolan Arenado I know we've been following Nolan's career for a long time. He hasn't gotten anything, especially with the Bregman stuff that's happened with the Red Sox. There's been a lot of talk of, does Arenado come to the Red Sox now because he's just hanging out there? I think he starts this year with St. Louis.
I was going to say, I think he's going to stay with St. Louis.
But boy, you want to talk about a player much like Mike Trout that is just hanging around with a team that has no chance at making a postseason run whatsoever. Like, Nolan Arenado is towards the end of his career now, too.
I mean, yeah, he's getting there.
So it's like, what happens with Nolan Arenado come the trade deadline? I mean, would I like to see him go back to Colorado and at least help those young guys try to? If you're not going to win, go back to the team that drafted you and you spent most of your career at, and help the young guys.
Man, the Cardinals haven't been good since like the mid 2000s.
Oh, the David Eckstein years, and are you saying that the Albert Pujols years, Sean, were not that great?
I mean, yeah, I forgot about those years.
Yeah, 2004 through like 2009 for the St. Louis Cardinals.
I mean, they were better than the Albert Pujols years. Yeah, that year.
Yeah,
I'm not saying Albert Pujols years were good. I mean, weren't good. They were amazing.
I just don't know what if I were Nolan Arenado, I'd be looking at my managers, and I'd even go to my agent and be like, I know he only wants to go to like 2 or 3 different teams, and it's like, open up your list a little bit because some team will use you in a utility role somewhere. Go to the Dodgers. I don't know. You got a better chance of winning a World Series there.
Yeah. Does he want to? So I think he wants to stay in St. Louis. I think that's my take of this whole thing. I think he wants to win one World Series with the Cardinals. I don't think this is going to happen, though.
Jeez. I mean, look at the division he's in, too. I mean, you're talking the NL Central.
Or like you said, go to the Dodgers. Go to the Padres. Why not?
At this point, right?
At this point. Go to his hometown. Because he's from California.
From Southern Cal. That's right.
He's from Newport, actually.
He's from Newport.
Yeah.
Look at that. Right down your neck of the woods, huh, Sean?
Yeah.
You got some good baseball out there, huh?
Yeah, they do.
You got Long Beach State baseball out there. You got
Long Beach State. This is such a good team.
Great logo.
Oh, speaking of not baseball, college softball's back.
Yes, I did see that. That's exciting. I
saw Alabama lost.
Oh no!
I think I did.
Sean, what's going on with your Crimson Tide, man?
I don't know.
You're losing to Auburn today in NCAA basketball. Your women's softball team's losing their first games. Come on.
Well, which they did win against Ohio State the other day.
Okay. I'll backtrack for a second.
I thought I saw them lose the other day.
They beat OHIO, so.
Yeah.
Wow. You're excited, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I love football. And college baseball is back, so that too.
That's true. So, that's very true. We're heading back into that time of the year.
Man, I love that early March, end of February baseball feeling. Isn't the best feeling?
It is. The family's going down to Disney here in the next week and a half. I'm really excited. We're going to be in Orlando, and we're going to be like less than an hour away from some of the spring training facilities. So I'm very much looking forward to being in the warm weather and watching people walk around the greater Orlando Disney area with their jerseys on, like that full on spring training baseball feel.
Yeah. I went to Fort Myers. So the people at home, I know I told you the people watching this, I went to Fort Myers actually literally 10 years ago, I think. No, more like 9 years ago. I think it was 2016.
Yeah,
it was 2016. It was like I think it was a year before Ortiz retired, so I saw him play there, and it was with Pedroia playing there and
Mookie Betts right early on.
Yeah, very, very early Mookie Betts. It was fantastic. We went to an early game, the night game. It was really hot.
That's right. You did the double though. Yeah, that's right. You did the double header thing.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it, man. spend a day at the ballpark.
No, I think we did 2 separate days. We did
Oh,
one
2 separate
early.
days. Okay. Sometimes they do that though. Sometimes
they do. Sometimes they do. We didn't do that.
Yeah. No, I got to get down to Port St. Lucie. I've been wanting to go see the Mets down there. It's gorgeous.
I would love to go back, but
oof. Telling you, once you go, you don't want to come back. That's the problem.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
There's the only thing good about Florida down there, and Disney.
I was gonna
speaking
a Taylor Swift song moment there, but I'm not gonna do that.
I was saying, speaking of Disney, how about those Orlando Magic? I don't know.
The Orlando Magic. Oh no. I can tell you, Sean, we have the NBA All-Star competition tonight.
We do. I mean, did you watch a little bit? I didn't watch any of the celebrity game yesterday.
No,
I only saw highlights. Like I didn't know half these people. Like I saw Noah Khan was playing though.
Noah Khan was playing. I thought that was really cool. I didn't know. I knew he could play golf. I did not know he could play basketball.
Yeah, it was like, what happened? I'm sorry. I mean, what happened to the celebrities? Like,
what was it all TikTok stars? Is that what we're doing now?
I don't know. Is what Drewski was there and
Drewski? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Kai Sinat, he's a streamer,
I
believe.
No. He just got wrecked at WWE Royal Rumble too. So there's that.
It wasn't that ISO Speed.
That was ISO Speed, but Kai was out in the crowd.
Did you see? That's the funniest thing. I don't watch the video, but he just goes into. Oh my god! I saw the video of how he was like, "All right, ISO Speed." I think it was Triple H. Ready, go out. And he's like, I'm not ready. That's hilarious.
Oh,
I don't watch it. I don't watch any of those, but that clip was hilarious.
Oh my goodness. I mean, that could absolutely happen tonight during the slam dunk competition. They could just pull somebody random from the crowd and make them do slam dunk competition. You know?
Oh God. Can we not?
We can skip over slam dunk competition. I'm not too excited about it. They're going to give it to Mac McClung again. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
I was so disappointed in last year's one. Like, come on, Jalen. I love you, but you could have done a much better dunk than these half-assed dunks that were like the same thing and different.
Little alley-oops. Yeah.
Or trying to go over Shaq.
I just can't. I don't think it's going to be any different this year. You know, you have Matei. I don't even know.
I think the last good one we had was the one who dressed up as Batman again. That was hilarious.
Dressed up as Batman. Well, we had Superman, which was Dwight Howard.
Batman. Hold on, I can't remember if it was Batman.
Yeah. No, Dwight Howard was Superman. Somebody was Batman. I mean, listen, Mac McClung. He's a big Philly guy, so does he do something Eagles related for his dunk?
It's a live eagle.
So live eagle is gonna drop the basketball down to him, and he's gonna take it up and slam it down one hand jam. That's.
I don't think you. I mean, you could train a hawk to do that, but like,
could you? I don't.
I say I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think I'm lying.
I mean, just looking at the lineup, you have Buzelis, you have Stephon Castle, Andre Jackson Jr., and Mac McClung. I mean, Sean, if we were to pick from those names right there.
Wait, can I say those names again? Sorry.
I
was looking at the slam dunk. I was trying to find out who it was that did the.
Okay, so we have Matas Buzelis of the Chicago Bulls. Stephon Castle of the San Antonio Spurs, Andre Jackson Jr. of the Milwaukee Bucks, and then Mac McClung of the NBA G League Ignite.
A G League player. That's interesting.
He was G League too when he won it the first time as well, which I think is a little insulting that they keep having him win the dunk competition, then he never gets playing time up in the NBA. So I don't.
It's all for entertainment.
I mean, I think Andre Jackson Jr. just because I've seen a couple of his dunks for Milwaukee this year. He's pretty solid. And Stephon Castle for San Antonio. The Spurs are making a full-on come around with De'Aaron Fox. So for tonight for the slam dunk competition, give me Andre Jackson Jr. To win this thing. I think he's probably the better.
You know what? I'll go with Stephon Castle. Why not?
You're gonna go okay. So Sean goes for Stephon Castle. I mean, I gave you a good reason there. I mean, he's playing with De'Aaron Fox now. He's got De'Aaron throwing him lobs. You know, I mean, you have Victor Wembanyama on your team. I mean, you're going to do pretty good too.
Right, yeah.
So there's that. All right. This is the big one. We'll run down the names here, okay? Because I got my boys on this list. All right.
Yeah.
3-point contest. Here we go. You ready for the names?
Yeah, I'm looking at the names right now.
Okay. For the folks listening and that are watching, Jalen Brunson, New York Knicks. Cade Cunningham, Detroit Pistons. Darius Garland, Cleveland Cavaliers. Tyler Hero, Miami Heat. Buddy Hield, Indiana Pacers, correct? Indiana Pacers.
No, he's playing the Warriors.
Oh, that's right. He's on the Warriors now. Cam Johnson, Brooklyn Nets.
You're Brooklyn.
Dame Lillard, Milwaukee Bucks. Norman Powell, L.A. Clippers. Sean Michaud, who do you got?
Who do I have? I'm looking at their points and stuff.
Yeah, I know. You got to look at the 3-point percentage in terms of how often they're knocking these threes down. I mean, while you're looking at that, I mean, looking through this list for the first time, I mean, your brain immediately goes to Jalen Brunson, Dame Lillard. Those are the first two.
That was literally my first thing was Dame Lillard.
Yep.
I mean, he's
Tyler Hero too.
He's won it 2 times already, so
yeah, I know. So he's coming in with experience. Jalen Brunson
is he do a three-peat Dame Lillard?
3-peat. So he'll do something that the Kansas City Chiefs couldn't do, and that's 3-peat. Is that what you're telling us, Sean Michaud?
I mean, yeah, but also Norman Powell could do it as well. So
I mean, Norman Powell's quite good too.
God, I'm trying to do math now. The 2-8. How many passes? God, I can't do math right now.
That's okay. Nobody's asking you.
2 out of 8. I'm trying to think of the percentage on that. That's
2 out of 8. So, I mean, that's definitely. It's.
I have a phone. I've got hold on. 2 divided 8.
So you're talking about less than 35% from the field?
It's the 25%.
25%. Okay. Not great. It's not great though.
No, that's it. No, I'm saying that 25% chance this is gonna be a 3-peat.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Sorry.
Okay.
I made that math way too difficult. No.
That makes sense. I see what you did there. Boy, I mean, if you're gonna give me 2, so let's do it this way.
You know who I'm gonna get? Who you
going for? Tell me.
I'm going with Cunningham.
You're going with Cade Cunningham, Sean.
Yeah, I think he's gonna surprise us.
Wow. Okay. I could see it. Cade's been an up and coming player. He's the best guy on the Pistons right now, other than Jaden Ivey. So, I like that pick. Cade Cunningham can knock threes, no problem. I like that choice. Who would you like to see him play in the finals? Shoot off against
Dame Lillard.
So you'd like to see Cade Cunningham versus Dame Lillard. I'll mark that. I'm marking these down, folks, because these will be posted on X after for you to follow along with.
I'll hold you accountable.
Exactly. We do have people who hold us accountable on X. Shout out to all y'all out there.
It's called Twitter. Just up there naming it.
Sean Michaud.
Yes.
I'm going with my boy. Brooklyn in the house. Give me Cam Johnson.
Yeah, I saw that a mile away.
Give me Cam Johnson
You
Thompson.
know who should have been in this 3-point contest?
Who's that?
Pritchard.
Now, hold on a second here. Peyton Pritchard should have been in the 3-point competition.
He should have, yes.
Why are you saying that?
He's a great. I know he could shoot far away, but I think he's every time he does. But they need to put a buzzer every time before it happens. So it's like he does this every time.
Every shot, there's a.
It probably helps us. Probably helps him focus. Honestly.
Hey, works for us when we're shooting, right?
Yeah.
We pretend that we're on the last second shot. Boom, knock it. Boom, knock it. Boom, knock it. It's in. We're good.
That's what he listens to at night.
He just listens to a buzzer go off.
It's sleep noise.
Boston Celtics player relations and marketing. We need you to do an ad with Peyton Pritchard where it's the buzzer beater sound for his alarm clock in the morning, when lunchtime happens, and when he goes to bed. We need that in an ad.
Why does it feel like it's a Dunkin'
Dunkin' Donuts ad? Oh, man. Oh, wow. Listen, I want you to know we're clipping this and we're sending it over to you, Dunkin' Donuts. We just gave you ideas.
Yes, we got to send it to the Celtics as too.
Yeah, we got to tag them both in that. Yep, absolutely. Look at that. See, Sean, you and I, we're doing things here. We're making progress.
Okay, who do you want Cam Johnson to go up against?
Give me Cam Johnson versus Jalen Brunson. I want Brooklyn versus Manhattan.
I almost had Jalen Brunson. He was going to be my second pick or third after Dame, but.
Yeah, give me Brooklyn versus Manhattan right there. Jalen Brunson versus Cam Johnson. Give me Cam Johnson with the win by one shot. I'm even getting more specific.
One shot.
One shot.
What's the final?
Mm.
How many?
Was it 20? It's like, I think, what is it, 36? Because it's a rack of 4. Or 5.
They do rounds, don't they? Or are you doing total? Or are you doing the final?
In the finals. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 racks. Because you have 1, 2, and then the middle.
Well, you got the
4, 5. With 5 on each.
I'm trying to see how much Dame. Dame I got
25 or 30, I believe. Okay. Yeah, because it matters what the total points possible are. I mean, if I looked at DraftKings or something right now, shout out DraftKings. If I looked on there, they would probably have the exact number.
This website's not telling me how many points you got.
Are you on the Athletic? The former home of Sean's I can't say his name.
No, it redirected me to the Olympics.com. And
why would it go to the Olympics?
I don't know. It was like literally the second result because I was looking in.
What's you using that Google AI over there?
Probably.
I think
I don't like it.
There's no way to avoid that either. I think Google AI is it's AIing everything you do. It's got an AI on you.
It's really annoying when you type it in, especially if you search something on like Instagram. I'm going a little tangent. If you go on like Instagram,
no, it's fair. No, there's a lot of people right now that are probably wanting to hear this. So
if you go on Instagram and when you type in something, but it just goes straight to Meta, it's the most annoying thing ever. It's like, hey, I'm looking this for a specific SpongeBob meme, whatever I saw, but and it types in, oh nope, SpongeBob was a television release show to back then. Be like, and it's so annoying. I'm like, can you stop it? I'm just trying to search for it. I don't care what it's about.
For folks out there, I am happily married, right? I have a beautiful wife, child on the way. Okay. I don't like how Instagram, when I go to type in, hey, I'm going to Orlando. I'd like to look up some men's swim shorts. And you send me bikini photos. That's not what I'm looking for, Meta. And I don't need my wife knowing that the bikini photos are popping up. She now knows they're happening. But that's what I'm talking about.
Plus, with the AI.
Let me reiterate, I am happily married. Meta, fix this shit.
Even with all the AI bullshit videos you get.
Sean, what are you looking at? I don't know what you're looking at.
I don't know. It just comes up.
I don't know. It just comes up. He's looking up Cade Cunningham winning the 3-point competition tonight. That's what he's looking.
Yes, I am. Dame got 26 points to the final last year.
He got 26 out of a possible
40.
30 then?
40. It was out of 40.
Out of 40. How many racks are there?
It says final score / max. So the final score would be there's 5 racks, right? Or no?
I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's 5 racks because isn't the ball at the end worth 2? Or it's worth something else. The gold there's a name for it. This year I don't know what it is. The T-Mobile ball. I don't know what it is.
The fancy ball.
Yes. Thank you, Shaylin. Fancy balls at the end. Our viewership went up because I said that. Look at that. Anyway, on that horrible meta note, they're going to cancel us. You know what, Zuckerberg, come for us. See what happens.
Nothing.
Don't you agree, Sean?
Yeah. What is he going to do?
What's he going to do? Cancel us? Can't do that.
Take our Facebook away from us?
Oh, what Facebook?
What Facebook? Do I even use Facebook enough to care? No.
No. Do you say it at the end of the show when you're saying maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, usually.
Maybe. Anyway, before we continue on this tangent of social media being the bane of our existence, even though we use it for everything. Cam Johnson, Jalen Brunson, you got Cade Cunningham versus Dame. Cade pulling off the win. Do you think Cade wins by 1 or 2 shots? What do you? I say 1 shot for Cam.
I'm going. You know what? I'm going 2 shots.
2 shots. Okay, 2 shots of vodka. I like that. That's a good number. Well, it's gonna be better than the slam dunk competition. We know that, folks.
What with the all rising stars challenge?
Who's what?
No one cares about that.
Mac McClung is in the Rising Stars Challenge. I don't understand it. He's been a rising star since he was like 5. They keep putting him in there. I'm going to say it now. Mac McClung will be in the Rising Stars Challenge of the NBA when he is 54.
Is it going to get an award after him, the Rising Challenge?
He's going to get the For He's a Jolly Good Rookie is what he's going to get.
Award.
Can we just do that every year for Mac McClung? Just put the giant donut around him and then toss him in the air. You know, can we just do that? For He's a Jolly Good Rookie.
So they got to use that club when a new rookie comes on.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Rookie of the year for the NBA. That's what they should absolutely do. Folks, make sure to tune in this evening. No promo, but promo. TNT tonight, 8 p.m., 3-point contest, slam dunk competition, whatever the hell they have planned. Shaq is going to cause nothing but chaos and mayhem. We know this.
Usually, yeah.
Charles will start a pretend fight with Shaq. And Kenny will sit there like nothing's happening.
And Ernie will just laugh it off.
Yeah, or Ernie's going to be like, Shaq, come on. Like, Shaq, come on. Why'd you say that? You know, play it up that way.
Is Shaq's team going to win tomorrow?
I mean, is Shaq playing is the question.
Shaq playing.
Shaq's team only wins when Shaq plays.
I would laugh for Shaq. He's in his suit. He just takes off and he starts going and play.
That'd be incredible. Sean, let's wrap this episode up here because I know folks are getting prepared to watch in the next 15 minutes the NBA All-Star competitions, All-Star night festivities. let's wrap this up with a little bit of NCAA basketball. By the way, condolences to you for
I'm
today.
still mourning from the game I just watched.
Alabama losing to number 1 Auburn. Listen, Alabama's in the tournament. We know this. Like,
I was going up to make my dinner, and Alabama was down by like 14 points, and then I come back down, and then they were down by 3. It's like, okay, so that's telling me Alabama's nasty. They're a good team.
Yes,
I mean,
I agree with that.
Alabama was just missing a bunch of threes and stuff. So,
yeah, it just seemed like Alabama. They had the roll going. They had things moving and grooving. Holland is really good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or Holloway for Alabama, really good basketball player. 3-point shooter, good disher of the ball to the inside paint. Mm-hmm. Solid player. Auburn's got some big guys. That's the one thing that's going to play them well in the tournament is they got a couple big guys on the inside. Their power forward is like 6'10", and their center is like 6'11". So they're going to be good.
Yeah, I mean they have upcoming games they're playing Missouri on Wednesday, which is going to be probably a blowout. But then they're playing Kentucky on next Saturday.
Ooh.
Which Kentucky's actually ranked 15, number 15 seed, which I did not know.
Yeah, Kentucky's gotten better. Do you think Auburn has this continuous run, or do you think they'll be upset by somebody at some point?
Sounds
like Kentucky could be the chance, right?
I mean, I thought Alabama was going to do it, but
I mean, I think Alabama's got I can't believe I'm saying this. I think Alabama has a better shot at getting a higher seed right now
for the
tournament than Auburn does. I just don't see Auburn holding this number 1 the entire way.
No, I'm looking up who they're playing.
I mean, strength of schedule for Alabama, I imagine going forward is going to be better, like you're seeing.
Well, they're playing. They're playing Alabama again in March.
Oh, in March.
March 8th.
Oh,
yeah. So they have 6 games left until this. So Auburn's playing Arkansas, then Georgia, Ole Miss, then Kentucky, Texas A&M, and then back to Alabama.
Texas A&M has given quite a few schools a run for their money this year too. So, I mean, that's a chance that Auburn could drop 2 in a row, 2 out of 3 before seeing Alabama again.
Yeah,
which would be crazy.
Yeah, also Virginia. I was watching the Virginia Tech game. It was really good.
Yeah, there's some good ACC basketball happening.
Virginia Tech is so good.
Yeah.
But I mean, Virginia is better, of course, but they almost beat Virginia.
Yep.
It's only by a 3-point game. So,
wow. I think this is going to be an interesting tournament year. I think that you're going to see like number 7, number 8 seeds really shine. Like, I mean, Virginia Tech realistically will probably be a number 5 or a number 7 seed, realistically, amongst the rest of these teams.
It's always, I think it's going to be an interesting tournament, like with all these teams. I'm excited to see who's going to come in as underdogs and see the upsets.
Listen, Tom Izzo's Michigan State, man. I'm telling you, Michigan State has been playing so well recently. And you put Tom Izzo in the tournament. I love watching Michigan State in the tournament. They make things happen.
I always liked Oregon. I mean, I always liked them more than Michigan themselves.
I'm a little worried about my UConn Huskies. I'm a little bit worried.
For both, or just for the men's?
For the men specifically, I mean, dropping to number 19 in the country. I mean, yeah, we'll be in the tournament, but I mean, you put us up against a VCU or a Virginia Tech or one of those squads, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean, we dropped the game to St. John, to John Calipari's, not John Calipari, sorry, former head coach of Louisville. Why can't I remember his name now? Driving me crazy. We dropped the game to St. John's, and St. John's is a high ranked school as well. Just out of nowhere. I mean, the women's team's gonna be fine. I'm not too worried about UConn
No.
women's.
I'm of course I'm rooting for UConn for them, but I still I've been watching a lot of the South Carolina's team, and Juju's real. She's so good.
Yeah,
she dropped I think she dropped 32 points the other day.
South Carolina's scary.
Well,
South Carolina's scary in this women's tournament coming up.
I know. I mean, it's all because of Juju. I'm trying to. I don't remember how many I think it was 32 points she got the other night.
We're going to match up against UConn in the tournament. I mean, we know that.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends what they're placing.
Listen, South Carolina versus UConn for.
The last game she got was 38 points.
In women's basketball. Sorry, I don't mean to say that, but usually the average is 25 to 28.
You know who they played against? They played against UCLA.
Oh, the Lady Bruins.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, UCLA is a really good team.
How are the Lady Vols doing? Tennessee Volunteers.
Hold on, I can look it up.
Because they always consistently they make the tournament and they give it a little bit of a run. Same thing with LSU. Always.
Yeah.
I mean, Angel Reese was a big part of that, but
well, now they have. They still have Flaho Johnson.
Yes, correct. They still have Johnson.
How do they do it? Let me see. They are. They're 8th right now.
Okay.
And they're playing the Ole Miss tomorrow. So.
Ooh, the Ole Miss Rebels. Jeez.
Wait, who's UConn playing tomorrow? I can't remember. I saw.
Probably another Northeast team, I would imagine. Usually they keep it regional during the beginning of the week.
Oh, that's the game I got to watch. They're playing against South Carolina.
South Carolina. Oh, it is UConn versus South Carolina.
So it's Page versus Juju.
Oh, wow. What time is that at?
1 o'clock. I got to watch that.
1 o'clock. Okay. Okay, folks, lock it in. I'm gonna have to do split screen. I'm gonna have UConn, South Carolina, and then the Genesis Invitational golf on the other side. I'm gonna have to do double screen going on that.
Oh, go and golf. Go and watch some golf tomorrow. Nice.
Yeah, I've been loving it. Between TGL golf and watching
it's like me watching tennis, but also basketball.
Yeah, seriously. No. That it really is that. It's a really good point. Some people really enjoy watching tennis.
Yeah.
Enjoy watching that. Some people really love watching golf. We have that alternative sport that we do like to
watch it more than each other.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's great. I mean, Wimbledon, love watching Wimbledon. US Open, always. It just seems like there's certain events. Nobody's watching the Daytona 500. Let's just put that out there. Nobody's watching NASCAR. That I know.
No.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe folks are watching NASCAR out there. I don't know.
I think the Indy 500 is better. So.
Yeah, the Indy 500 is a lot of fun to watch. That is for sure. So, folks, be like Sean Michaud. Tune into South Carolina and UConn tomorrow.
That's gonna be a good. That's gonna be a game, and watch some just 3-point contest. Don't watch the dunk contest tonight.
Watch the golf. Well, enjoy the 3-point contest, and then enjoy UConn, South Carolina, and a little bit of golf tomorrow. That's the way to do it.
Exactly.
Mr. Sean Michaud, let's wrap this up. We are getting closer and closer to NBA All-Star Competition Night on TNT at 8 o'clock. Folks, we hope you enjoy it. Our picks this evening, once again, let me do the rounds on this. Sean has Stephon Castle winning the slam dunk competition this evening. I have Andre Jackson Jr. picking it up in the slam dunk competition. Mr. Sean Michaud has Cade Cunningham beating Dame Lillard by 2 shots in the 3-point contest. I have Cam Johnson beating Jalen Brunson by 1 shot in the 3-point contest this evening.
And we're probably going to lose our predictions. But
Probably.
we know what we need to do moving forward when we ever make predictions. We're going to make it a list of predictions of what we got wrong and right, and then tally up.
Yes.
And see how by the end of the year we do like what our percentage of what we get wrong.
Oh,
It's
like
good.
actually the raw percentages for like.
Ooh.
I could see that, like a graphic, and it shows like a check or an X or a check or an X next to our predictions.
I mean, so far every prediction I got except one was wrong, especially with the NFL.
Man, I'm telling you.
Can my streak continue? I mean, not continue or losing? Probably not.
Just like PTI on ESPN, we'll do better next time. Anyways, folks, we have hit that time of the show here. It is a little thing we like to call
Plug time.
Here on Paint the Chat podcast. Mr. Sean Michaud, where can the good people find you? All over social media.
You guys follow me on Twitter, Sean Michaud, on Instagram at ZoneZ, and like I said before, maybe or maybe not Facebook.
Maybe. Meta. Bumper breaks meta. Bumper breaks a little bit. You guys can follow me over on Twitter at X_Robin W Vogt, over on Instagram at IG_Robin W Vogt. Please make sure to follow us here at Paint the Chat Podcast over on Twitter, as well at Paint the Chat Pod, over on Instagram at the same handle, Paint the Chat Pod. Make sure to smash that subscribe button and smash the like button right now for all those updates about what's going on, not just in the baseball world.
And turn your notifications on.
Yes, absolutely. Turn those notifications on. Make sure to keep it locked over to Twitter. We are getting these predictions up before the events happen this evening so that y'all can follow along with everything happening in the NBA All-Star competition tonight. Folks, have a fantastic evening. We will see you next time on another episode of Painting the Chat podcast. And until then, hey, keep watching those sports. Hey, if you're making bets, be safe, be good. You know the numbers to call, and enjoy the time that you have with these awesome games. And we will see you soon. See you later, folks.
Goodbye.
See ya.